Hey folks, Henry Beyer here with another demonstration video. In this video I'm showing some alternatives to using the long bar for doing the side press. So if the long bar, which can be 45 pounds, is too heavy for you, you could use a lighter sort of long bar, since they make some of those. Or you could use an easy curl bar, or you could use just a weight to practice doing the side press exercise. I'm going to show you using it with a easy curl bar, and then I also have a 2.5 kilogram or 5.5 pound plate that I can hold in my hand. I forget the weight of the easy curl bar. I think it's 8 pounds maybe. No, it's heavier than that. It might be 8 kilograms. I think it might be, in the 8 kilogram range, which is I don't know what that is off the top of my head. That's like 18 pounds or something like that. So it's substantially lighter than the standard Olympic bar. But the idea is the same. You'd have the weight on it on either side, or you could use it without weight. And you're grabbing it in the middle here. It's easier to pick up than the bigger bar, and you get it in here and you're all nice and tight. You got your stomach braced and your butt cheek clenched and your fists like you're crushing a walnut or a roll of quarters in your fists, and then you're just pushing it up, and you'll get this little bit of a bend in your upper torso, which is okay, and then down, and then if you can, you just roll it over to the other side like this, and you do it on the other side. Now, you may have noticed that I always start with my left hand. So my left hand's the weak side, so I always start with that side. For doing the side presses, for doing one-arm kettlebells, for doing presses, for doing my one-arm kettlebell swings, I always start with my left arm. So then you could also use, this is as I said, a 5.5 pound weight, and so you get it up in this position. You get a weight that you can use. You could use dumbbells for this as well if you want. I don't have dumbbells, so this is how I do it. And it's up and down, just like that. And I'll demonstrate with this because, like, with the kettlebell press, you are holding the kettlebell. Well, why don't I just get a kettlebell? So here we got a 12 kilogram kettlebell. And so with the kettlebell, you're starting in this position, and you're going out and around and pushing up and away. Whereas with the side press, you're starting in this position here, like that. So that's one of the differences. And so the side press is probably a little bit more like a more traditional, side press with a dumbbell. But again, Pavel Tsatsouline, that's Power to the People, again, it's a Pavel Tsatsouline program, deadlifts and side presses. And he likes the side press because he uses the long bar, and it requires, a lot of control with the wrist and arm and things like that. And because of that, it prevents you from getting too much weight. You can get like a heavy weight into your hand in this position, but it might, if you had that much weight on a long bar, you might not be able to control it. So using the longer bar helps you from getting too much weight in this exercise. So it's sort of self-protective. It's self-limiting in terms of how much weight you can use, and thus protects your shoulder. So again, like that. So that's the side press. A couple of alternatives to using the long bar. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.